following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Pity I didn't come here with my other secret identity. I could have lent you an eye patch for the...
I own my own.
He does have an eye.
Yeah.
It's part of my formal wear.
Not joking.
Yeah, I think you did. Mm-hmm. When did you do? I remember you wore a nice suit once, and you deliberately had the eye patch.
Yep.
Was it when you were on her girlfriend's resort? I'm trying to remember.
No, the one immediately before that.
There was also the one when you went to Tiala's party. Didn't you have your armor all polished up and then you put on the
eye patch on.
Yeah.
And then I disappeared. And was totally there for the whole thing.
The floating eye patch. No, I know it doesn't look different.
Because of the way we badly coded the physics engine and the way we've actually done a character model removal, the eye patch drops to the floor. You're not remember that I can't remember what game it was, but like their solution to invisibility was to actually remove the model. So if you had physics to bucket onto their head, and then they were like, "Oh, I've got to activate my invisibility," the bucket would just go clang. It was great.
It's right up there with the Bethistas. We need to get a train to run on this rail. We'll make it a person, so the train is wearing a hat. The person's wearing a hat, a train hat, and they use this person to run.
I'm sorry,
Seriously.
what game is this?
Look it up, Fallout.
Oh my god.
It's canon.
Oh my god.
Look at that shit, man.
A lot of their vehicles things are actually like people.
Wearing a hat, because it's easier to code a person wearing a hat than a train. Yep. Canon.
Yeah. Well, it's not canon because it's not in universe, but it's a solid fact.
It's a solid
They're
fact.
imagining that every entity in Fallout.
You
is
might
just a guy
not be
wearing a
wrong.
So everything is
The
just a
vertebrate.
That's how, like, my home security system in Minecraft is actually a couple of laser beam shooting guardians with an invisibility potion splashed on them in a cage. You can't see it's there, and then you get hit with beams.
Yeah, so you're still with Gasalis outside the weapons.
So curious as to why someone sent you here after no super weapon at all.
Must have been false information.
That's pretty hefty false information.
I mean, this is a major undertaking from a big wig in the Terminus systems.
Yes, he's definitely using this to undercut other providers. And he definitely has dealings with the slave company, these people who are interested in ruins and mines, and these boobs.
Those are nice.
Yes. Oh, sorry. And her company for the thing that it does. Was it Ecos Combine?
She was...
I have them all mixed up in my head.
She was Biodyne.
Oh, yeah. Biodyne, who of course was also into some nasty shit on this resort world full of Asari hotties that look like this, and this.
At least one of those was Tiala.
No.
And we've linked to the.
Yeah, but what was her girlfriend and her mother, I'm guessing?
Well, they own the
Well, her
resort,
girlfriend's
so.
a solid 6. On my scale.
On your scale.
A solid 6, maybe an 8. Depending on how she's dressed.
I mean, her uniform's got underboob, that's just automatically win.
But she's kind of on the short side.
That's right. Get that.
You gave it.
That was like, way back. It'd be a shame if these companies were to find out that they're dealing with somebody who's dealing with a slaving company.
Well, my plan was to set the cat amongst the pigeons before we left. An additional layer of chaos. Also, we think we're going to be able to just drop this city into the ground before we leave, so, you know.
What's a cat and what's a pigeon?
cat is a disease-carrying, flying earth mammal, and a pigeon is a sort of fluffy, cheeseburger-loving quadruped that they keep as pets.
Son, you love it.
Gotcha.
They also suffer from mad cow. Rumba snort rip.
Just tell me when you want me to make the call. And get a ship in to pick us up.
How will I do that?
I'll find you. You won't find me.
I found you this
Why do
time.
they have to find him again?
You'll find me. I won't find you.
How give me your extra name, just on the off chance. He fucking would too. He's
Can you stick an Ador disc to him?
I can, but the Attor does have this range limitation.
Could you ping it so it appears on your the radar?
I'm going to have him to my data pad with a copy of all of our findings so he can read it. 32. Surreptitious Omni-Tool hack. Damn it. He's got good.
yeah.
He might actually be a spectre.
Nah, it's probably this office is set up as Omni-Tool. Either that or
It's
there's
not a-
just nothing there.
It's not even real.
He keeps on turning this thing.
It's just not a thing.
That's not hard light. Yeah, it is. My first Omni tool.
It's made of foam rubber. It squeak.
Yeah.
Here, take my contact details.
Okay. Secured.
I'll change them once I'm off this planet, so that won't last for long.
Prudent. Besides which, I know how to contact you off the planet.
Do?
Office of the Spectres.
Yeah, but how do you know you'll get me?
No one else could possibly be you.
I am unique.
Yeah, you make me positively look unfruity. It's
Step up your
like you
game.
make Loghain look like Sarah Arterius.
Made look and feel like Sarah.
Oh yeah, no, right now I'm like, and I'm not a Spectre because I'm too good? This guy's a phony. He's gotta be.
You think they noticed I just killed him and took his place?
Maybe that's why he's here. He's an inconvenient embarrassment to, let's say, I don't know, the Turian senator. So he's sent out here to die on an important mission.
You guys fucking up my
We bring him back.
Now, if I can keep him alive, imagine how good I will be at everything else.
You're never becoming a spectre.
Well, I guess you're not leaving the room then.
I'm off.
Okay.
To the night.
It's mid-afternoon.
Give it time. Then he walks away.
I love that line.
This is so he's right at least once a
Gonna
day.
have one last stab at a surreptitious hack, but I don't think a 35 is gonna do it.
With 36.
I don't think. Look, once it's past 35, I can't realistically reach the number.
Unless you
Remember,
get,
as soon as I go up and break it some fire.
yeah.
Yeah, but like I would need a natural 20 because I think 39 is my
What's the matter?
is my soft cap, and that is with rolling at 20. So right, do a bunch of shit. I need to level up. Get one more point.
So you give me that Paragon point, I'll be happy.
I already have. You've saved lives. We were going to blow the entire fuck out of this place, and you were like,
A bunch of fucking savages.
and I was like, gotta keep Tiala happy. She gets us cheap shit.
See, if that was how I got Paragon points, I'd get them all the fucking time.
What, for not blowing up the Citadel? It doesn't work that way. We never had plans to blow up the Citadel.
Only wings of it.
You don't get PowerPoint points for not doing stuff.
I should get a renegade point for being so mean to safety bars.
For turning on him the second you're no longer under his command.
Yeah, but it wasn't in service of anything, so that would be an evil point. Right, okay, so since this station is doing nothing illegal, I'm gonna like specifically bring up the cameras in those restricted laboratories and have a look at what's in there.
I thought you did that earlier.
Oh,
You were
that was just
looking.
flicking through
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I'm like specifically gonna have a close look at them for all the illegal things that they're and doing. Or be
Yeah.
with.
Well, okay, roll chemistry.
It's a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
And it goes up by 4.
1, 2, 3.
Because now we mind like this, Alice is the kind of montad that has an odd number for his security.
I mean, about the only thing you could glean is, and this isn't really proof, is that one of the byproducts of hydrazine is used in making the Batarian drug bish. But
What
there's
if I
no-
were to do this?
But there's no indication you can see that they are actually doing that.
But they are storing up a bunch of the byproduct. Like,
If they are, then
as
they
opposed
should
to recycling it or something. They're storing it for obvious drug use. Look, if there's no other use for it.
Oh, there are other uses for it, but
Oh.
it is one of the. Yeah. That's why it's hard to nail them down on it. It's the only thing you could sort of pick out based on the things. But it's kind of like this could be the case, but it's kind of a stretch.
All right, well, I'm going to focus the rest of my efforts on getting all the dirt about these companies and then making them all pissed off at Brax. That's what we're doing. It's going to be super easy because Tiala's right there, and obviously you've sent her a message.
Yes.
Great. Now I can sit back and watch you guys play for a bit after wasting my time with the hilarious Gasalos. The reason to show up for game night. The reason.
I'm going to join the Sidewinders and be in every episode.
Cool. Then I
Job swap.
Realistically, how hard would it be to just replace yourselves? And would the council actually care once they notice the
effectiveness improvement.
That's why you need to convince them that job swap is a great idea.
Take your low game to work day.
Undercover learning.
The Sidewinders are making a super weapon. You need to infiltrate.
We are making a super weapon.
It's called low game.
You guys are still on watch, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, with your delicious floppy woes.
Oh no, they're actually getting food now. It was just that first couple of days where they didn't have the
First couple of days, this is day 2!
Actually, no, it was only the first day when you arrived. So
And only one person got the fluffy
yeah,
fluffy Joes.
well,
Fluffy Joes, that's
Fluffy.
even worse.
fluffy joke.
No, you are Falafi. So
Flaffy.
Fluffy. Fluffy Joes.
Yeah, you're actually getting edible food. You know, sure, it's like the school cafeteria levels of edible. On a good day, I guess, at best. But
Oh. They're going to be food poisoned.
It's alright, if I got biotics, it just cleans it into the system.
Meanwhile, if I want an implant to do that, it's not allowed. No one should just be able to become immune to poison unless they've got tits out to here, apparently. It's the poison gathers in the boobs. And then you milk it out. Like,
oh god. It always comes to milking, doesn't it?
Not always. It's most of the time. Wamu didn't come to milking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you two are at the
Aw.
cafeteria, swapping stories and eating food. Are you doing anything or?
Yeah, so I'll be preparing for phase 2 of for the bit before our exit strategy on the data pad, but I'll cover it up like it looks like I'm prepping ingredients for brewing. So it is 15 pounds of potatoes for tank location 1, but this is actually
They're all analogies for
yeah
something. Else.
for an amount of explosives here or this sabotage there.
Making his anal cheese.
Well, after dinner, I'm going to have to take that car back because it supposedly gets serviced every day. And
By you.
That box I left in it.
our room.
Yeah,
Cool.
she's
I'll-
already dropped off all the contents of the.
Thanks for that. I'll pick that up later.
You better. I'm not sleeping with that in the room.
Reasonably safe.
Reasonably.
As safe as anything else that we use.
It's not exploding right now, right?
I mean, as long as it isn't hit by some kind of big electric charge, it should be fine. I don't know how insular all that porn is, but
Then meanwhile, Crane's like, I can't get through the store. I know. I'll just biotically charge through it. Tiela's deliberately eating away from her captors, I'm going to say. So your lunch breaks end about half an hour after you get back, Tiela, you see the Sark, the Batarian, is heading, basically about to head sort of past you on the way to his offices, so I don't know whether you want to...
Good morning, sir.
Ah, good to see you again, my dear. Did you enjoy last night?
It was different.
Perhaps we can do it again sometime.
Would tonight be too soon?
Of course not. I wouldn't want to. I thought I was gonna steal you and keep you all to myself, but if you're amenable to it,
I've had no other offers, so...
probably because you've been stuck on this desk the whole time.
They know where I am.
Well, I shall see you tonight and after work. In fact, I'll put through a request for you to get off an hour early.
Why is that, sir?
That way you can get off early and get changed and freshen up, and you don't have to stress as much.
I'll have to have get authorization to enter the executive lounge again, though.
Oh, I can give you that now. In fact, I can give you authorization. Why don't you know where my office is? I'll give you authorization to come up there and meet me there before you go there, if you like.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Of course. Have a pleasant day.
You too, sir.
Leaves.
I'm gonna...
No one else is here.
No.
Sorry, I had to give him a gun.
Of course.
Figured like if he spray painted it up, it could look pretty Mass Effect-y. Big, heavy, Corian piece of shit.
Go!
How many grenades can I fit in it?
Yes. So the rest of you are mostly going to have a pretty ordinary afternoon of work. The rest of the
I'm
day.
excelling.
Yeah.
I just do I end up doing jobs in chemical storage near any of the labs or in the fuel depot?
Make a luck roll.
15.
You get one in chemical storage. They're really worried about that one, in fact, and they send you specifically because, like, well, we don't want any sparks to set off anything if there was any issues there. So
I'll start by isolating what the actual issue is. What kind of?
so they have an issue with power seems to be. Certain chemicals have to be kept at a certain temperature in there, so they're worried that one of the refrigeration units, for lack of a better term, is failing, and they want you to have a look at it.
Okay.
It's brand new. Why would it fail?
These things explode with city-destroying force. Right?
While I'm having a nosy at that, I'll just, glance around and make a chemistry check on what kind of chemicals they're storing in here. Natural 20.
Oh no!
I wanted to add I would have gone just before.
Oh, the I would have's after the natural 20, of course.
Move my gear back into my room, and then put a couple of charges in my toolbox in case I ended up somewhere useful. And then chemistry.
Where would you put the top of the toolbox? That's the one place everybody sees when you work.
Not at the top. Buried them in there.
Hydrazine, graphene. Your explosive powder that you like so much. That's probably the main. Do I need to keep going, or is that enough?
I found them. So I'll make it look like I'm tracing some lines over to that there tank, and then somewhere try and find a spot somewhere up under it, or like somewhere that won't be seen to plant a couple of charges, just in case.
There's some roof panels you can pull down.
Wave me little thing around.
Because you can make it look like that's an important place to be, because some of the panels, sorry, not panels, up inside those panels are some of the control mechanisms that control the temperature and everything like that.
Oh, that's perfect then. Set some charges up in there, and then I'll try and electronics this cooling problem for them. Yeah, bad at math. 27.
So, what you managed to find is some wires have been chewed through. Yeah. Where some kind of small creature has been chewing up the wires.
Okay.
The pied low gain of Triton 3. I have a plan.
Blow it all
No,
up.
there's going to be a signal or something that can attract them, or like a pheromone or something. We can just put it all over their server farm to wreck it when we leave.
I'll put in an order for new wire. Can we get beefier, more resistant wire?
Sorry, when I've watched JoJo today, anything that's described as beefier.
Glisteningness of wires.
Those muscly wires. It's like biceps end on with 2 plugs on the end.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
There is some more heavy duty
Conduit.
yeah, there's like that bendy metallic stuff as opposed to the plastic. Right? Yeah.
Perfect. I'll put in a request for some of that and go about my day until I can replace those conduits, seal that panel back up.
It's only about an hour later when you get here's your, because they basically have to custom make it for that to replace that, and you're given a portable generator to hook it up to in the meantime while you switch it over.
Perfect.
Rosa just gets another couple of drive around jobs, but nothing much.
And between doing all of that, I'm going to write up a work order for getting that latch fixed, and then like a technician has looked at it to get the latch fixed, and then feature is working as intended, so the door doesn't open at high speeds.
Just to mess with your boss?
No, it's just he would expect that it has to go through the proper channels, it has to be submitted, and I'm sure that failed and it wasn't safe. No, not safe if it opened at high speeds and altitude. That would be not safe. Helping the poor little guy out.
He is both pleased and then also dismayed.
Safety feature working as intended.
You might have to look at a different style of latch, which means we have to replace the whole vehicle.
He's right, you know. We're going aftermarket parts.
You should just give it to us. We'll take care of it.
Well, what
We do need to steal something big from here, like a ship. Or maybe a mining station.
We just steal the whole thing. We don't sink it. We
We just
make
attach,
it take off.
attach a tow cable to it and steal it.
Yeah. I'm sure someone's got a truckie in the area.
Is Logan doing anything else aside from work for the afternoon?
Well, I kind of can't do anything but work. Although, it depends where I'm being sent to see if I try any dodgy sus stuff.
Is there any... Yeah, let's see, where would you possibly be sent?
Secret rooms.
The
The
vestibule.
Vrax stuff.
The frack stuff.
You'll be sent to an employee break room at one point.
Neat.
You'll be sent to thickening.
I still don't know what that.
Well, I'm so curious. What does that do?
There's something else on the key I'm confused about.
It's basically I don't know what it does. I got this from real mining production stuff.
Wait, so you don't know what it does, so it doesn't actually do anything interesting.
I'm guessing it's to do with some kind of just thickening.
Some huge badunkadunks.
Yeah.
The miners be thick.
Dummy thick. So girthy.
Materials handling would be the next one you.
Oh, cool. What goes on in there?
That's where the materials that are brought up from.
Dare say handled.
Our hand. No.
Oh.
Yeah, basically assorted and distributed to their various departments where they have to go.
That's a good place because we're if there's stuff that I'm going to department, but going to departure as opposed to. You'd be one.
Okay, why don't we just stay here for weeks and wait for a shipment that we work out where that place the shipments are going to go to is, and then we just get on that shipment and just get taken there. Why don't we do that?
Or some, if you can't get on it, at least know which ship it is.
I got magna boots. I can get on it. I don't need to
We
spy.
can do a rocket jump, it'll be fine.
Yeah, we need to. That's an option. We can do that.
I guess we'll see what happens when we go over all that info.
Yeah. Let you decide everything.
It gets to the end of the day, and well, sort of, she gets off an hour early. I mean, she gets. She has to stop. She can stop working an hour early.
We don't need a cup of tea, so.
I'll go get changed and then I'll head up to his executive suite.
Come in.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, my dear. You're looking stunning again.
Thank you.
What's this?
Datapad.
Starts looking over it. Slams his hand down on the desk. I knew it. You was excellent work, my dear. Don't know how you got this, but I think I need to talk with.
He's reading that and he's writing it down. It just sounds funny.
I need to talk
When
with
he goes,
Sokath about
I need
this.
to jump.
Do you mind if we put off our
I
date for another time?
understand it. I don't know what else is going on here, but it doesn't seem above board like I thought it was. I try to get away from this stuff.
Working with BK slave holdings.
I might have
Get the
to.
feeling that I'm afraid, my dear, that the way this is going, it looks like data manufacturing is going to be pulling out of this venture.
He's pulling out early.
I don't know if you want to tell him, but we do know that Sokar knows something is going on. Look at those emails between.
No, I don't have if they actually push me for an excuse, because at least with this one here, I could use the excuse I bribed some techs to
Yeah.
get it for me. But
These emails are a bit harder to explain.
going up to that office is a bit harder. But being able to get that data off his computer, I could explain that away. But yeah, I understand. I might have to leave as well. This place is not what I thought it would be.
I'm sorry to hear, my dear. But, yes, I need to have a talk with him. Excuse me. Sorry you got all dressed up for nothing.
All dressed up and no one to blow.
So I'll make my way out and back to my room.